Hello, I'm Komal Sharma, and you're listening to the Lounge Podcast, a weekly show that gives you music, movies, art, and culture news. On today's show, I've got an exciting online store for you, more specifically, an online social shopping website. LimeRoad.com was launched last week, and it's quite an interesting format. We'll be talking to Suchi Mukherjee, who has previously worked with Skype and eBay. Suchi takes us through the website and gives us a perspective of the online shopping market in India, which seems to be bursting at its seams. So here we go. Hi Suchi, welcome to the Lounge Podcast.
Hi Komal, thanks for having me on the podcast.
You're welcome. So tell us a little about the concept of LimeRoad and what exactly is social shopping?
Komal, fundamentally, LimeRoad was conceptualized as a shopping experience for women like you and me, who fundamentally enjoy finding, discovering a wide variety of products across a wide range of categories that hit our life. And we want to do it, but we don't have all the time in the world to do it.
Right.
So it was conceptualized literally after I had my second child. In the 5 minutes of time that I had while browsing, a magazine, and I saw this beautiful piece of jewelry, and I said, I just wish I could touch it and buy it.
Okay.
And then I said, hey, there's no site in the world that I really enjoy shopping as much as I enjoy browsing a magazine. And I think that needs to change. And that was the time I was planning to come back to India. And fundamentally, Southeast Asia is the world's back end for manufacturing. We decided to set up something from India. And the idea was create a browsing experience which was as easy and as delightful as browsing through a magazine or a photo album or photographs on Facebook. All of these things, activities that we do, and marry that activity with commerce. So
Right.
that is what this
It is quite a cool interface. I was going through the website myself, and otherwise it becomes sort of dreary. You're waiting for pages to load one after the other. It's just pictures. So,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
you've also done a mix of both brands and sort of local market finds, right?
Absolutely. So the idea is women like the variety, and the variety on our space means having international brands, having national brands, and then having deeply local city-based brands.
Right.
We'll want to go and pick up a piece of pearl jewelry from Hyderabad, and we've made that happen. So when you go to the magazine, there's a tab called Shop Cities, and when you get to that tab, you could look at Hyderabad, you could go in there and you'll find this beautiful pearl jewelry straight from Hyderabad from a brand called Modi Pearls.
Right.
And because we source it straight from those cities, the price points are extremely attractive. 200 rupees, you'll find a beautiful piece of pearl jewelry. And the concept at the heart of it is everyday affordability.
Right.
So the prices are so delectable and affordable that you can do a midday quick shopping round and it won't hurt.
Wow. Okay, before I let you go, Suchi, if you could give us a little perspective on, let's say, online shopping has really, really taken off in India in the last 2 years. Like from the time Flipkart launched to, now there are so many players, there are these curated fashion websites. So how is the Indian market really taking this all in? What are our, let's say, culture or country-specific trends, if any, you can point out for us?
I think there are two sets of trends. One, I think, is maybe not so country-specific, and one, I think, is country-specific. So the first, which is not so country-specific, is women are just fundamentally shoppers. They might not want to invest a lot of time, but they fundamentally are shoppers. And globally, women outshop men.
Okay.
And I think, one of the things we can bank on in a trend is that in India, too, over the course of the next 2-3 years, we'll find women out shopping men in terms of transaction volume, in terms of order volume, cart size, all of that stuff.
Okay.
In terms of repeat behavior, we shop multiple times a month and all of those good things. So I think that's a global trend, and I think India is on the track to be on that global trend.
Right.
The India-specific nuances actually come from doing some fairly deep research with Indian consumers, a lot of women consumers in our heartland of our target audience. And those are that actually, if you think about it, Indians love variety. For centuries, we've had a lot of variety.
Right.
And we've got an incredible array of vendors, manufacturers, businesses that actually, at the heart of it, produce great product. And we Indians and we Indian women love getting access to that product.
Right.
We've seen it in our local markets. We've seen it in the new malls. And I think if you see that the most successful malls in this country are malls that successfully bring together large brands together with almost flea market stores.
Right.
And that is, I think, an India-specific thing, which also means women are actually risk takers. You know, fitting rooms are only 6, 7, 8 years old in our country.
Right.
Before that, we would just go to a Sarojini Nagar in Delhi or a Lajpat Nagar or a Linking Road in Mumbai and just pick up product. There were no fitting rooms.
Right,
And,
absolutely.
you know, we'd just buy it. Even now, we'd go there and shop, even though we have malls around.
Right.
Because you get the variety and you want that variety and you want that hatke stuff.
That's quite an insight, actually. I mean, if you look at the Indian design identity, you can't really box it into any one thing. We are everything from, we like the Zara also, and we want the chicken curry kurta also. It's quite extensive.
And that's what the magazine does. That's what our scrapbook does. So in the magazine, you've got intertwined this feature called Scrapbook. And Scrapbook gives our users the tools to do exactly what you said. Mix and match.
Right.
Dress from Forever New with a pair of juttis which are fundamentally from Diana Linda and look very traditional. Throw in a pair of earrings which are a hybrid.
Okay.
And we do that all the time. That's our sensibility.
Okay.
And I think that is where I feel the opportunity for Indian women to shop online is even greater.
All right, that's an interesting point there. Thanks for talking to us, Suchi.
Thanks a lot, Komal.
All right, bye-bye. And that's limeroad.com for you. Do check it out. And that's all we have for you this week. Thanks for listening in. Do write to us at feedback@livemint.com. Bye-bye.